After a grueling race weekend in Iowa Speedway in which we saw Jeffrey Fingay getting his 4th career PSRLA Cup Series win, we are now heading here at Loudon, New Hampshire for another weekend here over at the 2024 PSRLA Cup Series season, as we are just entering 5 more races to go before the 2024 PSRLA Cup Series playoffs, but there are more points battle that are happening right now, and plenty of drivers such as Anthony Nicol, Philip Torres, and Eric Monaco still battling for a playoff spot, and several winners here. But here we are, live from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. This is the new U-Haul 301. Hello everyone, this is Sergio Alonso again for the 37 Network special presentation here only at the 37 obviously, but of course another race weekend. I'm sure most of the drivers we have here are just came from the grueling race yesterday at Talladega Super Speedway in the Unity race, but of course some of the drivers have to race here at the PSRLA Cup Series and over at the Wawa Cup Series, obviously. But here we are after traveling few hours away from Alabama, but now we are here at Loudon, New Hampshire. But joining alongside me is the history maker, the first ever Polish driver to win a PSRLA Cup Series race, which is at Montreal. It is Garrett Mavadel. Hello, man.
Hello, it's my first time here in the commentary box, so I'll just make it brief. Yes, I'm Garrett Movodol, and Montreal, and second place in Trois-Rivières. It's like I've dominated Canada as part of number 93 from Evans Ross Racing. Yeah.
Well, definitely.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, considering that next year you're going to be a full-time driver in the Cup, well, do you think that you could be able to manage to finish it up front when it comes to oval racing, aside from what you've been going through with the road course racing?
Well, we go by what's going on with the truck series. I mean, I could have like a few good runs here and there. After all, I value gained position the most. So if I get a lot of gained positions, so this means I have a chance.
Yeah,
So,
depending. Yeah, because I believe yesterday was your first ever race in an oval. But hey, considering that overall performance, I believe you did good. But anyway, heading into the entering into this points weekend, of course, Jeffrey Fingay is still holding the points lead. Well, do you think he can still dominate his way into the regular season championship?
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really seen Fingay much. I've been, I don't really know, but I think if he keeps it up, maybe he could do it.
Well, everything should be alright here, but of course, well, now entering here into the 18th race of the season, well, absolutely Jeffrey Fingay and Drew Webb both have 10 top 10 finishes this season, but Jeffrey Fingay has the better of them. But to be honest, Drew Webb currently has the best average finishing positions here, although Jeffrey Fingay finishes first 4 times, but with Drew Webb only finishing first for only 1 time here. But let's see if Drew Webb can still do his dominating performance from considering after he won the 2023 Wawa Cup Series. But let's see if he can do another cup title here at the PSRLA Cup Series. But of course, heading into this race weekend here, after 17 races, of course, we already discussed Jeffrey Fingay currently has 480 points towards the championship. Drew Webb just hanging around 6 points behind. Nathan Stapleton and Scarlett Taylor, both RL Motorsports drivers, doesn't have any wins yet, but they're 3rd and 4th in points respectively with 29 and 58 points behind respectively. Jonah Burridge hanging around in 5th with 61 points behind. Angel Gutierrez 66 points behind. Ludovic Charette 67 points behind. Cole Raymond 74 points behind, currently tied with Zachary Fitzwater, but of course Fitzwater do have the advantage there, and Eric Monaco just hanging around the top 10 here with 76 points behind. But hang around in the cutoff there is Anthony Nicol with 18 points behind the cutoff. He do need a lot of points here if he wants to enter the playoff conversation. Philip Torres just hanging around 21 points behind. Porcher Staba 23 points behind, and Trey Barto with 30 points behind the cutoff. But of course, with the wild card battle here, Bruno Di Giacomo still hanging around. He is currently 23rd in the point standings, and of course with the waiver that he's allowed to be in the playoffs, as long as he finished top 30 in points after 22 races, he's still hanging around in 23rd here. But of course he is currently in 11th seed. But of course the most important medal there is in 12th seed with Blaine Keys currently hanging around. He's currently 17 in points, 361 points, but there's Bradley Ream who needs around 14 points if he wants to jump Blaine Keys into the standings there. But currently other drivers including Matt Tuck and Cody Seal is nowhere, as they are currently 33rd and 37th in points respectively. But here we go, I believe it's time for us to start this race. But here we go, let's see the starting lineup here presented by Bang Energy, the official energy drink of the PSRLA. So, on the pole here is Jamison Tull in the number 20 for Celertest Racing. Doesn't have any top 10 finished yet this season. Alongside him is the number 25 of Bradley Ream. Row 2 is the number 95 of Berger Staba. Alongside him is Carl Taylor in the number 75. Row 3 do have the number 55 of Jonathan Bridge. Alongside him is the number 70 of Trey Smith. Row 4 do have the 24 of Cole Raymond. Alongside him is the 52 of Zachary Fitzwater. Row 5 does have the 79 of Nathan Stapleton, and then the number 99 of Sam Oskin. So Garrett, who do you think is gonna win today's U-Haul 301 here at New Hampshire?
I've always had faith in Gaurav Srivastava. I believe he has what it takes. I mean, technically, last time I remember racing, I started alongside him, but like afterwards I didn't see him for much of the race. So, but I believe he will be able to pull it off. At least I think he will be able to pull it off, because I'm not so sure. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Next choice is Zachary Fitzwater, obviously. I mean, that's only because last race you called him Mr. Angry or something, so yeah, that's the only two names I remember.
But anyway, good picks over there, but let's see if Berger Staba can get his first win of the season. It's been a while since he won the PSRLA Cup Series race, which was last year at Nashville. Well, Nashville is the next race, so let's see if he can do back-to-back here. Anyway, so pace cars already in as we are crossing into the restart zone with Jamison Tull and Bradley Ream. Here we go, green, get set to go. New Hampshire racing is underway. And no, we do have already a huge pile lap at the back.
Already. Oh,
that is something. That is something what you don't need here in New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Well, Alan Jefferson.
On the first lap.
Yes, Alan Jefferson, Anthony Nicol, and Travis Crampton currently. And we do have another pile up in the front. Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious. The
What?
98 went straight on into the
Ooh,
wall.
hard hit. And basically, it's the end of
Yeah,
the day for Travis Crampton in the number 19. Man, I believe we do have a cool weather here in Loudon right now, as these drivers have been sliding in the first lap. But
I mean, let's be honest, as soon as I saw everyone like breaking away on the first lap, I knew there was going to be something happening. On the formation lap, that is.
yeah, just like, wow. Wow. I'm speechless
It's a
right now.
caution.
Yeah, first caution of the day here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Well, let's see if we could see the same thing here later on at the Wawa Cup Series, as Alan Jefferson on the pits right now, probably fixing some damages that he sustained from the turn 2 accident in the first lap. And yeah, Travis Crampton's day is over. Angel Gutierrez, huge damage. So his car is basically like a modified car right now, but just, oh my goodness. But yeah, let's see the
It
replay.
looked like.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see the replay.
let's see the replay in what happened to bring out the first caution here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. First caution of the day here with, of course, Travis Crampton. Look at this guy. Now, Cody Smart was way too aggressive, made contact with Alan Jefferson, puts Anthony Nicol in. Yeah, basically that's it. But of course, we're not done here with, of course, look at, wow, just huge pile up there. But of course, look at the what happened there. Jeffrey Fingai now just wow, I believe they're just trying to avoid this car, avoid trying to make contact here. But look at Cody Smart and maybe wow, Jeffrey Fingai into the grass. Now let's focus on Abek Sokolov here. Now I was curious about what happened now here coming into turn 4. So these guys are trying to slow down since we are about to go for a caution lap. Well, of course, here it is. So like, yeah, Abek Sokolov got slide down. Look at this huge pile up there, and then
The 37 had a little bit of an issue, like his
Kyle Sharp and
Here's
Abek
Abek
Sokolov.
Sokolov.
And look at that, the
Training
45 has
people.
nowhere to go. And then hard hit for Angel Gutierrez.
Oh, that should have.
Now
hurt.
look at the 19 of Travis Crampton, nowhere to go. Hits Kyle Sharp into the process, and basically his engine went kaboom.
Yep, that probably would have explained why Bradley Rim was able to get an advantage.
Yeah. So, and of course, with the 13 had to come in. So, Alan Jefferson and Travis Crampton are going to go home early. And, of course, Travis Crampton has to prepare for the Wawa Cup Series race later on. So, there we go. So, let's go back into racing, shall we? And we are back here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the running of the U-Haul 301, the 18th race of the 2024 PSRLA Cup Series season. And of course, the 25 of Bradley Rim currently leads. I didn't realize he actually overtook the 20 of Jamison Tull crossing the line. But of course, it is what it is when it comes to racing here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Yesterday at the Truck Series, we only saw 2 cautions. But yeah, you know, man, it's kinda, let's just say, is it kinda ironic that you have a champion as a sponsor? But yeah, here it is. So the pace car is about to come in here, but here we go. Let's figure that one out, as Green Flag Racing is back here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, as Jamison Tull hang around, and 3 wide there, almost 3 wide, with Scarlett Taylor trying to figure it out to the inside. But wow, this should be interesting. Let's see if there's more contact and there's not much any contact here, as 3 wide here with Jonathan Carrison, Blankies, and Kirian Jimenez. Good thing they never made contact, but I think the inside lane works better here. And Jamison Tull will overtook Bradley Ream coming out of turn 4.
I didn't see anything like the stream like was turned off. I apologize.
Yeah, I had the internet connection out earlier, but I'll figure it out later on. Alright, that's why. That's what happened.
So probably that's why I have like experienced choppy like frame rates on my end. I see you stream.
And now Bradley Ream now overtakes the 20 of Jameson Tull to the advance across the line, and new leader car number 20. Oh, 25. Sorry, 25.
Can you like share the screen because like I can't see anything right now.
Hang on. But this is going to be interesting edit.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Right. So where's 20? The 25?
Yeah, the 25 still in the lead right now, and then coming in seconds here, it's Jameson Tull seeking his first top 10 finish of the season. You know, I was really surprised that Jameson Tull is ahead of Cody Sale in the points when Cody Sale won the Daytona 500, which is kind of interesting in a way, to be honest. John Burridge currently in 4th, and Trey Smith rounds out the top 5 so far. Bob Sharistaba, Cole Raymond,
going for it, I think.
Zachary Fitzwater and Nathan Stapleton battling for 8th right now, as battle for 10th between Bruno Di Giacomo and the 99 of Sam Oskin. Matt Talk still hanging around trying to barge into top 30 conversation, but he does still have a lot of way to go if he wants to catch into Blaine Keys and Bradley Ream in the wildcard battle.
Fair enough. I mean, I also like believe in Matt Tuck. I mean, he was the one who won the Trois Rivières race when I was like doing this last lap pit or something.
Yeah, man, you almost catch him up. But hey, what a solid debut, to be honest, man. You know, that's why Charipel Motorsports decided to sign you up for the 2025 season. But hey, and well, I guess with Bradley Ream currently hanging around for the lead there after winning at Charlotte, well, I think you know, if he win this race, he could actually seal himself into the 12th seed, because you know, again, the wildcard battle is determined by wins and then followed by points, and Bruno Di Giacomo currently has 3 wins, so he's solidified himself as the 11th seed. But as for the 12th seed, it is still a good battle here between Bradley Ream and probably Blaine Keys, but I'm not really sure where Blaine Keys is. Right there in, I believe, 14th position. Now, Celeritas Racing need a lot to catch up right now with Jameson Tull. I believe Cody Smart and Kyle Sustrike currently has top 10 finishes on their records, but looks like we have ourselves a battle for 3rd between John Burridge and Skylar Taylor. Both drivers are inside the top 5 in points, so doesn't really matter for both of them whether they crash or not, but still huge factor for Bradley Ream if he wins this race.
Yep. And the battles for like I think there's a 4-way brewing right behind the 25. We got like 4 cars. We got the 20, 75, 55 and 70, which is like yeah.
Yes, by the way, not Blaine Keys. Trey Smith has announced that he's going to be retiring as the driver after the end of the season in all of NR leagues he's in right now. So this will be his last season. So yeah, basically an exodus of some of the drivers here. First we had Kyle Sharp, then Trey Bartow. I'm not really sure about Matt Tuck though, since Matt Tuck only announced the closing of Team Velocitar, but not really sure about his career as the driver. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, maybe it's for cutting costs, but it would be a shame to see him go like that, like so early.
Yeah, then. But here's another thing for Team Velocitar. Well, of course they are the four-car teams. Well, with the 18, the 24, the 88, and the 95. Well, it is of course they just took over Nathan Ormond Motorsports mid-season. That's why you see
Oh
Max.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nathan Ormond.
yeah, the worst owner of all owners. But anyways, enough of the yapping
I
there.
mean, yeah, I honestly, and Ormond, is I've seen I've seen Ormond several times
Ooh,
across. Oh,
wow.
that's a five-way.
Five-way battle per second there. But
And
Jonah
probably
Birch
because
now,
it was winning.
yeah, Jonah Birch now going to the inside of Skylar Taylor maybe, but Skylar Taylor was able to clear. But you know, when it comes to these turns, well, I believe the middle lane is the better lane of all when it comes here at New Hampshire. But of course, well, Skylar Taylor was able to clear. Then Jonah Birch, well, hasn't won any races this season just yet, but he's currently hanging around in third. Jamison Tull, will he finally get his first top 10 finish of the season? As Porsche Sebas just behind him almost made contact with the rear of Jamison Tull.
And as I see Zachary Fitzwater going for some positions. He's on the inside line. He's trying to get the 24. Barely trying. He might have the 79, but not so sure. The draft forces may probably keep him, yeah, the 79.
Oh
Close
yeah!
overtaking.
Thank you for mentioning the 79 of Nathan Stapleton. I almost forgot. You know, I was wondering when will Nathan Stapleton get his first official win in the PSRLA Cup Series, because as far as I know, he only won an exhibition race at Daytona, which is the the Chick-fil-A Derby. But as for the official win, is yet to get one. You know, there are some occasions that he almost won, especially the Daytona 500. But yeah, maybe
I mean,
luck.
I remember the Montreal race.
Yeah, maybe luck wasn't on his side now. But of course, Zachary Fitzwater currently hang around in 9th. But let's go back here as Bradley Rim just pulling away. Look at the gap. Is I believe 2 seconds.
Close to 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say it's 2 seconds. Because, yeah, the rest of the pack, like, are bunched up, like, 2 seconds.
You know, I believe these drivers decided to be careful this time after that lap 1 incident. You know, separate incidents to be honest. By the way, I forgot to mention that the retirees from this race are Alan Jefferson and Travis Crampton. So only 2 retirees so far, and all drivers are in the lead lap right now. I believe Nathan Stapleton is just way outside, but of course, look at this 25 just dominating this race.
There's no competition ahead of him, there's no competition behind him. Maybe except for the 75, but there's no one contesting him right now. Because everyone's busy trying to overtake each other. Wow.
They just... Well, Skylar Taylor managed to close, I believe, 0.4 of a second. So maybe this RLN Motorsports machine is faster than this Dragon Racing Enterprises machine. But let's see how this Dylan Star engines are running right now under the hood of RL Motorsports car. Is doing pretty well, but let's just keep on monitoring the gap between Bradley Rim and Skylar Taylor, as Bradley Rim pulled away for 0.15 of a second.
So nothing's changed basically, because the gap was basically the same as last lap.
Apparently yes, but look at this 25 just hang around. Let's see, maybe but let's focus first. Jamison Tull, he's currently in 4th. So after starting on the pole, is just still hanging around inside the top 5. Maybe he's finally getting his first top 10 of the season? Who knows? But
Probably.
let's see once the pit stop cycle is in. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, the halfway point is coming up soon. In fact, there's a 2 second gap, no, the proper 2 second gap between Bradley Ream and Skylar Taylor. I think that's what their names are. The
yeah,
25 and 75.
yeah. The
And I
20.
think it's gonna grow larger. It's
Yeah, he just pulled away.
yeah,
Almost.
just
Yeah,
going up.
yeah. It was almost 2.5 seconds. Just incredible for him right now. Let's see if it will result to him getting his second win of the season. But I mean, Bradley Ream during the 2023 season, he won all the Florida races. Of course, those are the Daytona 500, the race at Homestead, and the second Daytona race. But yeah, which is an incredible feat for him. Meanwhile, I believe we do have no one's gonna sweep the North Carolina races since Jeffrey Fingai won at North Wilkesboro, and then Bradley Ream gets it done at Charlotte. So there will be no North Carolina sweep. But hey, there's still a lot of races to go here in the PSRLA Cup Series.
As I see, he almost has a 3 second gap over Skylar Taylor. He's pulling away like crazy right now, but we'll see how will it turn out in the pit stops. Because I believe that's one more lap until the halfway caution point. So we're gonna find out right about, I think.
Here
Not
we go. I believe it's lap 30. So, of course, lap 31 is the halfway point. But let's see if I believe the tires are now starting to degrade, and let's see if the pit stop cycle is about to begin. But we haven't seen anyone. Kyle Sharp actually makes his stop now. So, but no one's come in just yet. So I believe he's just going to pour a pit stop for early, and wow, Ludovic Charette. He's in. I believe he has his machine blew up because yeah, he's not supposed to stop yet, and he's just. I believe he just stopped off track, so there's no caution so far.
Completely immobile. Probably an engine failure, but I don't know. Could have been anything, for a fact.
Let's see the replay on the screen, just a side-by-side replay. So here's what happened to Ludovic Charette. I believe he just had his engine expired, and then he has to stop off the racing surface so the caution wouldn't come out. But you know, I was curious if the caution actually comes out. It would be a factor as Scarlett Taylor might actually be able to close into this 25 with Bradley Ream.
Probably. But I don't see any cautions.
Yeah,
Are we sure the PSRLA officials were informed about the caution?
Well, yeah, I was totally curious. That's why. Yeah.
Wait, we already had a caution, like lap 1.
Yes. Oh yeah, I believe I wasn't really sure why in the world. I believe Kyle Sharp was involved in the first lap incident, but wow, looks like Bradley Ream is about to get close into the 94 of Kyle Sharp as he's trying to maybe lap this 94 again. But wow. You know, maybe Bradley Ream would be able to get the most laps led, so this would be another bonus points for him if that's the case.
Well, honestly, I'm just wondering what are going to be the strategy of every single driver, considering that the first and only caution of the race happened on the very first lap. So yeah, we might see a little bit of an interesting race 2 laps towards the end.
Yeah, Ludovic Charette, by the way. Ludovic Charette just returned to the racetrack, so yeah, I was really curious about what happened to him. So he's currently 3 laps down so far. So this race is basically over for him. Now,
Pretty much so.
still, no one's able to stop so far. And looks like Scarlett Taylor is actually pulling away from Jonah Burridge and the rest of the cars here. But you know, I was really curious about the strategy for the 20 of Jameson Tull. Will, you know, it would be a huge surprise if he wins this race.
Mhm. Maybe. We're just gonna see. It depends on whether the 25 is gonna survive all this, the entire run without, like, I mean, I don't know if he completed a pit stop. Probably not yet, but if he already did, then maybe he's on person.
No one has made their pit stop yet, so the pit stop by the 94 of Kyle Sharp was actually an unscheduled pit stop, so maybe no one's coming in just yet. And now there are drivers are now coming in. Samadosk and Zachary Fitzwater. I'm curious if their strategy would probably work. They are the first guys to come in, as well as Ella Baker in the 59, Angel Gutierrez and Tanner Pardon. Angel Gutierrez, of course, huge damage for him. So I'm certainly sure that he's not gonna win this race. So
I remember the same kind of damage on the 20. I think it was either 24 or 48. I don't remember the number, but in Montreal there was somebody with a like destroyed hood.
oh, the
And,
59,
yeah.
yes. Oh, and now Jonah Burridge came in for a stop, so it could be a good sign that our leaders are about to go for a stop, as Bradley Ream actually stayed out. Let's see if he's about to come in as well. No, he's still staying out, so he's going to get another lap there, trying to secure the most laps lap perhaps. Scarlett Taylor is also staying out, so it could be a bad idea if Scarlett Taylor is going to stop the same as Bradley Ream, as Ella Baker just came out, and you know, the rest of the guys are now going for a stop now. So now Bradley Ream's now coming in for a pit stop, as well as Scarlett Taylor.
Yep. Yes. It now depends on how the pits are gonna turn out.
You know, maybe this could be an advantage for the... Oh, now, well, John and Bridge are about to unlap themselves, but it's gonna be... it's gonna take Bradley Ream for a while for a pit stop, unless he butchered this one. So, good for... Yeah, looks like a good for tire stop for Bradley Ream right now, as he's about to come out of the pits. Maybe, ooh, actually, Scarlett Taylor actually takes a jump.
Taylor.
New leader, car number
Yeah.
75, maybe, once we cycle this one out?
I mean, we'll have to see. Or maybe it's the 43 who's gonna take it.
Oh, looks
They're
like the
side by side right
25. They're side by side.
Well, no longer side by side, but it's the 51 leading the race right now.
51 of Cody
this
Smart just came in for a stop,
Yep.
so he's the last driver to come in for a stop, so at least a bonus points towards the championship for this 51 driver. Oh, by the way, new sponsor for him with Philips on board. So still the same design as his main sponsor, Booking.com, but it's interesting to see Philips sponsoring a PSRLA Cup Series car. So these drivers just bunched themselves, so Apex Sokol with the huge damage at back. So does this 25... Let's see if the 25... Yeah, the 25 leads. And I believe, I'm not really sure where's the 51 right now.
The
But
51's probably far back behind.
yeah, so probably a wrong strategy for Cody Smart there. But let's see, I believe this race is basically the
Over.
battle between Bradley Ream and Scully Taylor, but let's see if Skylar Taylor would be able to close or nada.
Well, maybe he might be able to, but it all depends on if he's got the pace to cover to Bradley Ray.
Now, of course, we guys have to focus on the top left corner of your screen. So, of course, the gap is important to determine that the the race between. Oh yeah, Bradley Room
And
just pulled
he's pulling
away.
away.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what's going on with the 75 with Scarlett Taylor. I'm sure Dylan Star Engine is doing something to make their cars faster, but currently Toyota has, I believe, 4 wins this season already. And out of those 4 wins, only one has been won by Dylan Star Engines, which is Blaine Keys for DM Motorsports. Now, for third, they just bunch up there with the 95 Perv Staba taking third, Brady Giacomo and Jonah Burge side by side for fourth, Nathan Stapleton in sixth right now, and then Trey Smith in seventh. Drew Webb just is hanging around in eighth. Jamie Santal fell back to ninth, and then wow, side by side between teammates between Jeffrey Fingai and Zachary Fitzwater.
Yep. It's the best that the teammates don't collide with each other, because the worst thing that could happen to a team is their teammates colliding.
Yeah, I believe this Bradley Ream is just way too fast now.
3 seconds already.
Yeah, now I'm really curious what's under Bradley Ream's hood right now, but I mean, there could be something there, of course. As Nathan Stapleton just barged inside the top 5 now, he's currently 5th. Maybe trying for 4th, passing the 55 up Jonah Bridge. They almost made contact there, and now he's about to clear. Maybe now for 3rd. Ooh,
Well, this is quite about as we see right now.
interesting battle between this top drivers. Well, I was curious about this one, to be honest. Bradley Ream 4 seconds advantage over the 75 of Skylar Taylor. Now, let's look into, wow, Brennan DiGiacomo is currently in 5th now, trying to solid his place into the playoffs. And yeah, maybe Trey Smith is just helping his teammate right there. This 7 is actually an uncharted ride, but wow, look at this performance. Maybe the 7 and T70 could swap for the playoffs, maybe, perhaps, but who knows, everything could happen.
Anything goes.
Well, it really depends on the plans of AG's Motorsports for this one. But look at that gap. 4.51 seconds gap between Bradley Ream and Skylar Taylor. Maybe this one could get any larger. I believe this is going to be the case now.
And that's, yep, 5 seconds. 5:15. And we're 10 laps left from race finish.
11 actually, but wow, huge gap for Bradley Ream. Let's see if he's gonna manage to get it done here today, and looks like he's about to get close into this lap cars. Maybe, wow, Cody Seal is basically nowhere. After winning the Daytona 500, of course, he was the points leader, of course, after that race, but now he's currently sitting 37th, maybe 38 if he continues to run it back.
And Bradley Ream goes across the line once again. And let's see how large the gap is going to be between him and Skylar
I would say
Taylor.
7.
I'd say 6.5.
Oh, not really. Almost 6 seconds. but let's see how in the world Nathan Stapleton, well, Scarlett Taylor's teammate over at ORL Motorsports, looking fast here. Well, maybe ORL Motorsports trying to solidify themselves in the playoffs, despite not winning any races this season. Or actually, oh, actually, well, RL Motorsports actually won already twice this season. Of course, Bruno Di Giacomo, well, winning twice for RL Motorsports when he used to be in the number 7, and then he won once with the number 7 when he already signed a waiver as a full-time.
I say this, consistency is key of the game.
And now battle per second.
Yep. If you manage to get consistent points finishes in high places, then I say you're good for the contention for the season, for the championship.
Wow, 7.28 is the gap.
And it seems that Nathan Stapleton is currently probably going to fight. Because yeah, he's got a nice boost.
Yeah, but although I don't think he would be able to catch into Bradley Ream on time. Maybe he's just a little bit too late, perhaps?
Maybe. Oh, I see Bradley's approaching the back marker cars. So this might get a little bit interesting.
Wow, Anthony Nicol. That's not the race you want to have, considering you're 11th in the standings. But yeah, Dale Johnson the second as well. He's just in the borderline top 10 right now, so also not a way to have a race like that. As yeah, probably Nathan Stapleton solidifies 7th place, as we are heading into 4 laps to go once we cross the line, and now all he had to do is to pass Anthony Nicol and he's good to go.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pass, but yeah. There's no contest at this point, unless something crazy happens. Then I say that the 25 has it in the bag right now.
Yeah, large gap by the way. Large gap between him and Nathan Stapleton. So, of course, Bradley Ream is more likely to get this in the bag. But anyway, 3 laps to go now here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the running of PO Hole 301. So, only 3 miles left for Bradley Ream to get that checker flag. Now, he's trying to pass this 88 of Dale Johnson the second to the line now. Looking good here. But maybe.
He's trying. He's side by side.
Yeah.
Well, I think he does it.
Yeah, he's more likely to get this one in the bag. 2 laps to go here for Bradley Ream. And yeah.
7 seconds.
Yeah,
maybe even 7.5.
Oh! Well, I was curious. Well, I get it. Well, Bradley Ream got slowed down by the lap car of Dale Johnson the second here. But a little bit too late now for Nathan Stapleton, as here we go, coming into the white flag next time by. So 1.058 seconds left, or miles left for Bradley Ream, and he got this in the bag.
Yep, there's literally no contest at this point. But at least we saw a little bit of a switch up between second and third, as wait, Skylar Taylor's P4 right now. The 55 is on the 3rd place.
Now here we go, coming out of 3 and 4, and here we go, Bradley Ream, after getting that dub at Charlotte, now gets his 2nd win of the season here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So how about that? As Roberto Crown Jr. I believe had a problem, so that's why he had to come down into the pits. But yeah, basically the 25 of Bradley Ream, of course, probably solidified himself in 12, and probably a back-to-back play-up appearance for him, unless Matt Tuck or Blaine Keith gets a win here before the playoffs even start. So, let's see the finishing results right now, with Bradley Ream getting the win here right here. Well, dominated the race. Nathan Stapleton in second, Jonah Burge in third, Scarlett Taylor in fourth, Bruno Di Giacomo in fifth. And of course, here's the rest of the results with only 2 retirees, all of which are from lap 1 incident: Travis Quentin and Alan Jefferson. Ludovic Charette actually had only got 2 laps down, with, of course, Dale Johnson second, Anthony Nicol, Robert Hong Jr., and Apex Sahal 1 lap down. So 33 drivers finished on the lead lap. So, how about that? Good, well, just another race here in the books right now. Once we enter Nashville, we only have 4 more races to go before the playoffs starts. So, let's see the point standings now after this race. Now, here it is. Well, the point standings after 18 races. 18 races. So here it goes. Kind of look interesting as Jeffrey Fingai still managed to keep the points lead. Of course, they both finished in the top 10 again with Drew Webb. So currently now they're tied with. They now have the same average finishing position. But of course, Jeffrey Fingai is 9 points ahead of Drew Webb. Nathan Stapleton solidifies 3rd position, 24 points behind. Scarlett Taylor 55 points behind. Jonah Bridge 57 points behind. So the top 5 already solidified themselves maybe. Zachary Fitzwater moves up to 6th, 75 points behind. Cole Raymond 79 points behind. Angel Gutierrez 87 points behind. Eric Monaco 89 points behind. And Ludovic Charette 98 points behind. So he doesn't want to be out of the top 10 right now, as Bradley Ream is now in 14th, but he's in seed number 12 right now with 2 because of his 2 wins. Of course, Professor Staba just 3 points behind the cutoff. Bill Torres 10 points behind, and then 24 points behind the cutoff are Anthony Nicol and Bradley Ream. Of course, Bradley Ream has the wildcard position. Blaine Keys now in seed number 13 because of Bradley Ream's win. And then Brady Giacomo now inside the top 20 again. So there you go. Well, Garrett, final thoughts about the race?
Well, I'll just say that this was, well, a very calm race, barring the lap 1 incident. But other than that, well, nothing much. It was just a walk in the park for Bradley Ream, and that's about it. That's about it.
Well, basically that's it for for this race. Well, Bradley Ream getting his 2nd of the season. So yeah. So there you go. Thank you guys very much for watching the special presentation of the 37 Network here for the U-Haul 301, the 18th race of the PSRLA Cup Series season for this year. But of course, next race will be at Nashville Super Speedway for the King Power 400. So there you go. See you next week. And of course, tune in for the Wawa Cup Series race later on, the Race Dice and Chipping 300 later on here. By the way, on AG the channel. So of course, there are partner leads. So of course, you gotta watch them if you're done watching here. So hey, again, thank you guys very much for watching. See you next week. So long, and congratulations to Bradley Ream.